Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back to another week of reading. We're going to review our old sight words first before we move on to some new ones. Are you ready? Done. Work. Laugh. Soon. Were. Great. Talk. Paper. Good job. All right, this week's sight words, we have a few different activities we're going to do. So first, we're going to go over them, and then we are going to play a Would You Rather game with the sight words, and then we're going to do a seek and find. All right, so I'm going to need your attention, okay? First word is want. Want. I want to go back to school. Next word is mother. Mother. I'm going to visit my mother today. Next word is door. Door. Someone is at the door. More. More. I want some more. Rhymes with door. Wash. Wash. It is important to wash your hands every day. Wash. Use. Use. Try. Try. Try your best every day. Old. Old. Mrs. Avella is getting old. All right. So we're going to stop, and I'm going to load up our Would You Rather game. So I'm going to tell you what I would do, and then you're going to think about what you would do. All right. Be back in a moment. All right. Hey, boys and girls, welcome back. All right. So today we are going to play a little game called Would You Rather Sight Word Edition. So let me show you the slides. All right. Would you rather? Here's the sight words you're going to see in our slides. I'm going to move this out of the way so we don't see this. Try, use, wash, old, more, want, mother, and door. All right, first question. Let me go back. Sorry about that, boys and girls. I don't know if I can go back. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to click on that. All right. Would you rather eat really old cheese, or would you rather eat really old jelly? I don't know. That's a tough call. Cheese is already stinky, so I don't know what it would smell like if it was really old. I don't know, that jelly. I think I'm going to do the jelly. I think I'm going to scoop around that little moldy area and move on. How about you? All right. Would you rather try something new, something you've never done before, or try something you know you're good at? Well, if I try something I know I'm good at, I know there's no failing, right? But if I try something new, there could be a possibility of failure, but there could also be a possibility that I love the something new. I think I'm going to try something new. I like to try something new. All right. Would you rather use crayons to write all day long, or use markers to write all day long? I don't know. What do you think? Well, crayons will wear down, right? And eventually you'll be writing with like a little nub. Markers are always going to be that long, but they start to fade. And then they run through, they like seep through the paper. Oh, another tough one. I'm going to pick, I'm going to pick crayons. I think I'm going to pick crayons. How about you? What would you pick? What would you rather? Would you rather use crayons all day or use markers all day? That's a tough call for me, but I'm going to pick crayons. All right. Would you rather wash your clothes with black dye. That means all your clothes, everything you own is going to be black, everything. Or wash your clothes with purple dye. That means everything you own is going to be purple. And if you don't like the color purple, you could pick another color. You could pick red, green, blue, but it has to be a solid color and has to go against black. Miss Lavelle would probably pick black. I probably would. I'd pick black. I like black. I don't know. It just goes with everything. So I think I'll pick black. If it was Jake, he'd probably pick purple. And Maddie would probably pick green. How about you? If you could only wash your clothes in one color, what would it be? All right. Would you rather have more cats or have more dogs? Oh, I don't know. They're all so cute. Look at the little kitties. I don't know. They have sharp nails, but puppies have sharp teeth. But look at their eyes. They're so cute. I'm going to pick dogs. Even though I used to have a cat and I loved her to death, I would still pick dogs. How about you? What would you do? Would you rather have more cats or have more dogs? All right. Would you rather, this is a tough one for me, have a door made out of your favorite candy or have a door made out of plain wood? So if it's made out of candy, right? So I put a Hershey bar there. Aren't you going to be tempted to eat it and then will you have a door anymore? Or what if it was made out of jelly beans and you ate them all? Then you don't have the door. So I don't know. I thought for me, even though I love chocolate and I love candy, I'd still want a plain door because that way I'd still have my privacy. What would you do? Would you pick a candy door or a wood door? Okay, let's see what happens to the next one. That might be it, actually. Hold on, let's see. That might be it, boys and girls. Give me 1 second. Go see if I can move you over. And that's it. All right, so just remember our sight words for today are try, use, more, old, wash, want, mother, and door. All right, so the next activity you're going to see is I'm going to post an image, a picture, and all of your sight words are going to be in the image. Now, I'm going to leave it up there for about 3 minutes to see if you can find the sight words, right? So you might want to write these sight words down. And then I'm going to have you actually send to me what box of cereal you saw the sight words on. So I'll explain more when the picture comes up, and I'll also put the picture on the website, okay? All right, so I'll see you in a bit. Take a little break, but get a pencil and paper ready. Hi, boys and girls. I'm back. All right, so this is the last activity for your sight words. Let me show you what you're going to be doing. Your sight words are want, old, wash, more, use, try, door, and mother. Okay, I know that there's a bunch of cereal boxes here. So this is what your job is. Your job is to find these sight words in the cereal boxes. When you do, you're going to have to write me a list. So you should have 8 words and 8 cereal boxes written next to it. So let me give an example, okay? I am going to look for the word, mother. Oh, I found it right here in this corn on the cob under kicks. So on my sight word paper, I'm going to write number 1, mother, kicks, cereal. Then I'll go to number 2. And let's say I find wash. I'm going to write number 2, wash, and whatever cereal you find it on. So you can pause the video right now until you find them all. I'm going to let it run for like 2 minutes, and then I'm going to stop the video. But you can always pause it right at this moment, boys and girls, and take a look at the cereal boxes. So I'm going to give you about 2 minutes. I'm going to set a timer, okay? And I'll be back. See how many you can find, okay? Have fun. Was that 2 minutes? It feels like 2 minutes to me. All right, well, remember, you can always pause the video right now, okay? But I want to get on to better things and a new story for us to read. So remember, pause the video and I'll be back. All right, have fun, okay? Hey guys, it's Miss Avella. Listen, so before we start our new skill this week, I want to just do a little quick review of last week's skill. And last week's skill, sorry about that, was sequence of events. And remember, that's when we're telling the story in order, the way it happened. And we use keywords, transition words, like first and next and last. And if you can take a look here, remember I have the picture of the rainbow. I don't know if you can see it. Right here, we have the stormy clouds with the sun. Then it starts to rain. Last, it's the rainbow. And we read a story last week where we were able to put Tomas and the story of events in order of how he became a writer. So this week, our skill is going to be, and we've done this skill before, so it's going to be another review, but we have done it before, and it is going to be cause and effect. So because something happens, there's an effect. So for instance, if we care for a seed, the seed will grow. I like this one, boys and girls. If we study, and if you can't see this, but it actually says the little rabbit's tail, that's the story we're going to read. If you study, you're going to get good grades. So because something happens, something else happens. So that is what cause and effect is. And we're going to watch a short BrainPOP video where they explain it a little bit better for you. And then I'll be right back. I'll see you in a bit. Hi, guys. All right, I'm back. So we are going to watch a BrainPOP video on cause and effect. So let's get started.
I'm having a bad day. When I was walking to school, it started to rain. So I got soaking wet. I forgot my recorder at home. So I couldn't play in music class. In the cafeteria, my shoelaces got untied. I tripped and fell. And I spilled my lunch all over my shirt. What is cause and effect? A cause is why an event happens. The effect is the event that happens because of the cause. When I walked in the rain, I got wet. The cause is walking in the rain, and the effect is getting wet. I couldn't play in music class because I forgot my recorder. The cause is forgetting my recorder, and the effect is that I couldn't play in music class. Sometimes one event can cause a chain of events to happen. My shoelaces were untied, so I tripped and fell, which caused me to spill my lunch. One event can cause one event after another. Sometimes there are many causes to one event. Yesterday, Mia was late to school because she overslept. Then, she couldn't find her backpack, so she missed the bus. The effect was that Mia was late to school, but a few things caused Mia to be late to school. I guess everyone has bad days. How do you find causes and effects as you read? When you read, think about what happens and try to connect events and facts together. Look for special words that give clues about causes and effects. If, then, so, so that, since, because, due to, and as a result, all give clues about causes and effects. Sometimes the author describes the effects before the causes, so it's a good idea to take notes as you read. Cool! This book is about hippopotamuses. Hippos live in areas of Africa that can get really hot. As a result, they spend a lot of time cooling off in rivers and lakes. Hippos can see and breathe while they're mostly underwater because their eyes, ears, and nose are high on their heads. Due to their large size, hippos can walk along the bottom of some rivers. To protect themselves from sunburn, hippos give off a red, oily sunscreen that covers their skin. That's why their skin looks pink sometimes. You can ask yourself questions to figure out causes and effects. What is one effect of the hippo's large size? They can walk on the bottom of rivers and lakes. What causes hippos to look pink? They give off a red, oily sunscreen that covers their skin. There are many causes of my bad day, and the effect is that I'm in a bad mood. I just want this day to be over. Let's go home, Moby.
Thanks for watching, boys and girls. All right, so we're actually going to read a story, and there is going to be some cause and effect in it. So when we're reading our news story, I want you to think about, why something happens and what happens after that, okay? All right, we'll be right back. Hey guys, how are you? All right, so before we start the story, The Little Rabbit's Tale, I wanted to talk to you because a lot of the characters in the story are going to feel a lot of different emotions and feelings. So let's talk about feelings. I know we did this at morning meeting, and some of us said that, we were feeling scared with the virus. Some of us said that they felt silly or tired or sad. So let's just go over some of the feelings that you can feel and maybe why do you feel those things. So I'm going to go over the first one, worried. When is a time that you would worry? Miss Avell worries. I worry a lot. I worry a lot about my kids and my mom. I just want to make sure everybody's okay. Silly. I'm definitely silly. I like telling jokes. I like tickling and having fun in the house. Frustrated. Frustrated is when sometimes things just aren't going your way and you can't get it to go your way. So you start to feel a little bit aggravated. That's frustrated. Happy. I am happy most of the time, boys and girls, because I'm home, I'm healthy, I'm safe, I have my children, my family. When can you be sad? I usually get sad when I read a really good book or watch a Hallmark movie, or maybe something happens in my family that makes me sad. Scared. I'll tell you what, heights scare me, being really, really high up in the air, and haunted houses. That's when I'm scared. Like Halloween, Miss Isabel does not like Halloween. I am scared. Confused. Confused is when your brain is telling you, I just don't get it. What happened? You just can't figure it out. Angry. We all do get angry sometimes, right? Angry is when maybe you're not getting your way and you just don't know how to feel inside, and you start to go because you are angry. And then the last one, loved. And I feel loved a lot. I feel loved every morning that I get to see my kids and my family, my husband, my dog. When we were in school, I felt loved every day from you guys when you would come in and smile and say, "Hey, Miss Avella, how's your day?" Or ask me about my weekend. So I always feel loved. Even when we're not together, boys and girls, and I see you on camera, I still feel loved. So today we're going to read a story, okay? And it is called Little Rabbit's Tale. I'm sure you heard me say that a number of times right now. And it is by Wong Herbert Yi, and illustrated by Richard Burnell. And I wanted to tell you, boys and girls, that this story we're going to be reading is a folk tale. And it's an old story that was told for many, many years. So before we get started on the story, I just want to show you a short clip from I guess a kid's point of view of what a folktale really is. Hey guys, all right, so I want to show you this clip. I thought it was a great way to explain a folktale, especially since long time ago, there was no pen and paper. So I was really trying to figure out how to explain a folktale to you, and I thought this was a great way to do it. So let's watch this.
You and I can look at a story and read it out loud to all of our friends. But guess what? A long time ago, people didn't know how to write, so they couldn't record stories that they came up with. But that didn't stop them. They still told stories. They told stories by memory. Someone would make up a story and tell it to their friends. And then those friends would go off and tell the stories to other people. And those other people would tell the story to other people. Before you knew it, everyone had heard the story that first person made up. These stories traveled all over the earth. The stories that they were making up were really special, though. They were all folk tales. Folk tales are a special kind of story. They're usually pretty short, but they're very important. They're important because they teach a lesson. There's always a problem in a folk tale, and the characters have to figure out how to solve the problem. They come up with a solution together. Another thing that's really special about folk tales is that the characters are almost always animals. The animals have to figure out how to solve the problem. They have to work together. And when they work together and solve a problem, we learn a lesson. The folktales usually teach us something. Folktales are a little different now. They still have characters that are animals. They still teach us something. There's still a problem, and the animals have to work together to figure it out. But we can read them in books now. We know how to write, and authors have written down lots of folktales for us to listen to and share.
Great job, boys and girls. All right, I'm going to stop that right there. Before we start our story, I just want to do a recap of what she was saying, what you're going to see in a folktale, okay? All right, so as we're reading, right, because you're going to listen to me read The Little Rabbit's Tale, and as you said, as the girl said, we're going to talk about folktales. These are things you're going to look for, okay? They're stories passed on over and over again. So remember, people didn't have pen and papers a long time ago, so they would just orally tell the story. I'm sure, your parents tell you a story long time ago when I was little, or they'll say, "Oh, my mom told me this story," or "My grandmom told me this story." So it's stories that get passed on. Folktales are usually a short story. They usually teach you a lesson. There's usually a problem and a solution. And the best part about folktales is mostly in folktales, the characters are animals. So in this story, boys and girls, we are going to read a story about the Little Rabbit's Tale, and we're going to find out what the problem is and what the solution is. And when you're listening to the story, I also want you to keep an eye out for cause and effect. Did you see something happen and then something else happened? You tell me. All right, we'll be right back with the story. Hi, boys and girls. All right, I am back with our story. And the first question is, how can you help a friend who feels sad? What are some things you can do? I want you to think about that, okay? Little Rabbit sleeps under an old apple tree. Just then, the wind starts to blow. The branches shift in the wind. Thump! Something hits Little Rabbit. What causes Little Rabbit to wake up? There's a cause and effect there. What causes Little Rabbit to wake up? If you said the apple that fell from the tree, you're right. What causes the apple to fall from the tree? The wind. Very good, boys and girls. Oh no! The sky is falling, yells Little Rabbit. I've got to try to tell everyone. Little Rabbit hops off to find the goose. Goose sits in his rowboat. The tip of his rod starts to twitch. There's no time to fish, yells Little Rabbit. The sky is falling. Let's go, Little Rabbit. We need to go tell Beaver. Goose and Little Rabbit use the rowboat. They go up the stream. Goose peeks inside. Beaver is eating a snack. There's no time to eat, says Goose. Let's go. The sky is falling. Oh my, says Beaver. We need to go tell Turtle. Beaver, Goose, and Little Rabbit dash up the hill. Turtle sleeps under a log. Tap, tap. Beaver taps on Turtle's shell. Turtle peeks out. There's no time to sleep, says Beaver. Let's go. The sky is falling. Oh no, yells Turtle. What can we do? Let's run back home, says Little Rabbit. I want to tell my mother. Turtle, Beaver, Goose, and Little Rabbit run fast. They hop over the log, dash down the hill, and jump into Goose's rowboat. Then they go as fast as they can down the stream. They look panicked. They look worried. They look scared. Little Rabbit hops in the door. Mother, the sky is falling. Who told you such a thing? Asked Mother Rabbit. Beaver told me, says Turtle. Goose told me, says Beaver. Little Rabbit told me, says Goose. Well, let's just go outside and look at the sky, says Mother Rabbit. Look, they're all blaming each other. It's like Whisper Down the Lane, if you ever played that game. Just then, the wind starts to blow. The branches shift in the wind. Thump! Something hits Little Rabbit. Again, what was the cause and effect? What caused that apple to fall down? Okay. Oh no, the sky is falling, yells Little Rabbit. The sky is not falling, laughs Mother Rabbit. An apple just fell from the apple tree. What lesson do you think the characters learn on this page? What do you think they learn on this page? What do you think they learn? Well, I don't know. I think I would think that it's not to believe everything you hear, right? And look, now they have evidence that the sky's not falling. I didn't get to catch a fish, says Goose. I didn't get to eat my snack, says Beaver. I didn't get to sleep, says Turtle. I've got a plan, says Little Rabbit. Can my friends eat with us? Yes, says Mother Rabbit. Go wash your hands while I'll get more plates. Hooray! So the problem, boys and girls, was Little Rabbit obviously goes around telling people the sky's falling. The sky is not falling, but he stops all his friends from doing their favorite activities like eating and sleeping or fishing. So the problem, they're trying to fix the problem. So now Little Rabbit says, why don't we all have a snack together? And it sounds like they're solving their problem. Little Rabbit has a nice meal with his friends. After that, they all have homemade apple treats. The friends lived happily ever after. Great job, boys and girls. Awesome job. All right. So in this story, boys and girls, it's a lesson. There is a lesson in the story. So let's just recap. Rabbit thought something was happening. He went and told all his friends. They believed him until they had evidence. There was a problem. The characters didn't get to do the things they wanted. They solved their problem. So remember, folktale is a story. Remember, that's passed on. It's short. It teaches a lesson. There's a problem, a solution, and there's characters, which we saw, that are usually animals in the story. All right, so we're going to start our writing prompt today. And I thought the first question of the story was a good one for us to start with. And it was, here it is. How can you help a friend who feels sad? Okay. How can you help a friend who feels sad? Let's write this down, boys and girls. Okay? Oops. I'm going to start over, boys and girls. Sorry about that. All right. How can you help a friend who feels sad? Okay, well, the first thing we need a topic sentence. Okay, so we need a topic sentence, and that's going to tell us what is our question about. And our question is, how can you help a friend who feels sad? Well, I like to take the question and put it in a statement. I can help a friend who is sad in many ways. All right, this is where I'm going to use those transition words, like the sequence words, like first. Well, what's the first thing you can do if a friend's feeling sad? You can listen, right? Find out what the problem is. So first, I can listen to them and find out what's wrong. Hold on, boys and girls. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. So I started with, I can help a friend who is sad in many ways. First, I can listen to them and find out what's wrong. What's another way to help someone who's sad? Tell them a joke, make them laugh. Next, what can you do? What can you do next? So your job, boys and girls, is to finish this question. So how can you help a friend who feels sad? I started it for you. I can help a friend who is sad in many ways. First, I can listen to them and find out what's wrong. Next is your sentence. And finally is your last sentence. So when we meet on Thursday, boys and girls, I want to be able to see how you ended your story, okay? So let's just recap the story. Little rabbit, where's he at? Little rabbit has an apple fall on his head. He goes and tells everyone, gets all excited. Then they go and tell the mom. The mom clears everything up. And then they have a good time. All right, boys and girls, it was great seeing you again. And Miss Avella will see you on Thursday. All right, talk to you later. Bye, guys.